I'm not sure exactly which part of it. Okay, so I'm going to say the group. Okay. When we start, obviously you're going to be talking. Should I just stand over there? Or?
Yeah, just stand. Yeah, I know. Okay.
Sebastian, I'll point at you when we're ready to go, okay, bud?
Go.
Good evening, Mustang community, and welcome to the Mateo Valley High School 2021 Black and Gold Ceremony. My name is Sebastián Segarra, and along with Emma Tio, we are proud to present to you the Mateo Valley High School Black and Gold Ceremony. Our Black and Gold Ceremony is an evening that allows us to honor the community and to reflect on all the amazing work that has gone into reaching the end of high school. We also would like to celebrate the talents and achievements of our Mustang students. This night allows us to honor the sacrifice and commitment of our amazing parents, along with the support of organizations run by the greater Mustang community.
We will now present the Mateo Unified Scholarships, along with awards from a few outside organizations we partner with for our student experiences. To start it off, I would like to invite Ms. Karen Zatz to the podium to begin the award presentations. She will be presenting our IPPC scholarships.
Good evening. The Indian Prairie Parents Council is the umbrella organization for all 35 local PTA and PTSA units in District 204. We share a commitment to the goals of Illinois PTA and the National PTA. Our delegate body is comprised of the president and IPPC representatives from each local unit. We meet monthly to share information about issues affecting the education, health, and welfare of children and youth in District 204. IPPC sponsors programs and events that benefit students, staff, and parents across the district, including the Holiday Giving Program, Teacher Appreciation and School Supply Program, reflections, parent education speakers, summer activities fair, and these scholarships given tonight. We also partner our work with the Parent Diversity Advisory Council, PDAC. IPPC awards 4 scholarships at each high school, 2 for education majors, and 2 university college vocational technical scholarship for other areas of study. I'm going to call the names of the 4 scholarship winners here, and if you can join me on stage, I'll have a presentation for each of them. The scholarship recipients at Matea are Dylan Catapat, Todd Redman, Emma Teo, and Shriman Gupta. The first award is for Dylan Catapat, a talented multi-year all-district and all-state musician, as well as musical actor and singer. Dylan has been a leader of musical ensembles at Matea and plans to major in music education. He's receiving the Dr. Catherine Burkett Education Scholarship. The Dr. Karen Sullivan Education Scholarship is given to Todd Redman. Todd is a member of Tri-M, a 4-year marching band member involved with Best Buddies and the newspaper and literary magazine, and a consummate volunteer in the community. Todd plans to study English and education. Congratulations, Todd. You're welcome. Our first IPPC University Scholarship goes to Emma Teo. Emma is a first-degree black belt and member of the U.S. Air Force Auxiliary. Emma has played tennis and badminton at Matea, and she plans to study physics. Congratulations, Emma. Lastly, Shriman Gupta also receives an IPPC University Scholarship. Shriman is an ILMEA All-State musician, founder of Citizens of Matea, as well as an extensive community volunteer. He hopes to study finance, economics, political science, and ethnic studies so that he can one day work in equitable monetary policy work. Congratulations, Shriman. Congratulations to all 4 of these students. The check is in your certificate, so keep close eyes on it. Congratulations.
We will now have the opportunity to hear from one of our seniors through her words of inspiration. Bhargavi Sriram is an incredibly intelligent young woman that has truly taken to heart all that Matea Valley has to offer. She has a message for us titled, "In Unity, There is Victory." Please welcome Bhargavi Sriram to the podium.
Esteemed faculty, trusted Board of Education, Mustang families, friends, and the Matea Valley graduating class of 2021. Thank you, and congratulations. If there's one thing that I learned at my time at Matea Valley, it's that we draw strength from one another. In a way, this year's graduating class shows a remarkable resemblance to geese. Now, it's not because of the noises some of us made during passing period in the hallway, but because geese are a prime example of a community that depends on one another to succeed. Geese fly in a V formation because by flying together, they can arrive at their destination more efficiently than if they flew alone. The connections that we've made at Metea Valley and the community that we formed are evidence that there is strength and power in numbers. Together, we've motivated each other to achieve our goals. And just like geese, by working together in harmony, we found ways to fly. At Metea Valley, we were thrown countless opportunities to find a community and to find ourselves. Through our sports teams, extracurricular activities, and rigorous classes, we learned to surround ourselves with people who reflect who we want to be and how we want to feel. Everyone has a talent and a skill that is not always the easiest part of ourselves to discover, but the resources here made realizing our passions possible. For some, finding this niche was discovering that you excel on the football team. Unfortunately, the extent of my athletic ability is discovering that I'm the first one to stop during Pacers. For others, it's joining the math team after getting a rush from solving a calculus problem. Unfortunately for me, that limit does not exist. Like many other 14-year-olds, I took on freshman year headstrong and sought after an environment where I would meet people to be creative. I found my community on the speech team, and ultimately the relationships that I've made and the skills that I've gained will stay with me for the rest of my life. While each and every one of our experiences are different in the classes that we've taken and our interests and the extracurriculars that we've partaken in, we share the gift of building relationships with individuals that we will strengthen throughout this lifetime. In the past 4 years, those around us have pushed us to believe that our opportunities and potential to make a difference are endless. By engaging in service projects, donating time during lunch to tutor another group of students, or participating as a Fresh Connect leader, we've all contributed to leaving our community at Metea here a little better than we found it. In our own way, we've slowly begun to discover our passions and learn to fly. This past year, we learned to fly 6 feet apart. While this year has had its share of disappointments, our spirits continue to remain high, and with the support of each other, we are moments away from the finish line. Like geese, our loyalty to ourselves and our school has been unmatched. When a goose senses danger, we all know how they react. They'll hiss and honk and snap at you all the way to your car while you run to safety. Don't worry, there's a point to this. This year, we've learned to protect one another, both physically by masking up and by learning to be fighters and work through tough situations with the help of students and staff. Although some of us cooked meals during class, cleaned our rooms during class, lied about our cameras not turning on during class, we also developed ways to stay connected, to learn, and to persevere despite the year being turned upside down. And that resilience, the resilience of this entire generation, will go down in history. Our students and our teachers stayed creative and approached the unconventionality of this year as a challenge waiting to be overcome. While this year is not comprehensive of the lessons and the obstacles we will subdue, it has taught us to be compassionate and thoughtful in order to overcome greater challenges. With the help of our creative student government, we were still able to celebrate our success through senior drive-bys, socially distanced socials, and our senior prom. Ultimately, with each other by our sides, we found ways for the good to outweigh the bad. However, when reflecting on the past 4 years at Metea Valley, it's not the moments spent alone in our homes that come to mind. It's screaming the lyrics to your favorite song at homecoming, or that lab group in science class who finds everything 10 times funnier than it actually is, or sneaking a candy bar from the government students during election week in the lunchroom. It's the moments that we've spent together that have made our years at Metea Valley memorable. In the midst of surviving 2 raging illnesses, COVID-19 and senioritis, we have learned the most valuable lesson. Where there is unity, there is always victory. Metea Valley graduating class of 2021, as we begin this new chapter of our lives, be sure to stand for each other, lift each other, and be proud of each other, so that together we can soar. Congratulations, Mustangs.
We are Joe and Gloria Caruso, parents of Sergeant David Caruso. We want to tell you just a little bit about our son. Dave was born in Naperville and attended school in District 204. He graduated from Wabansie Valley High School in 1998. While at Wabansie, he was a member of the football team and was inducted into the National Honor Society. Dave was a very giving person. He believed in giving back to the community through service through our church and through Boy Scouts. He attained the rank of Eagle Scout with 3 additional palms. Dave always pushed himself above and beyond what was required of him. His goal was to become a United States Marine. He became a Marine in February 1999. He then became part of the elite special operations unit called Force Recon. If you are not a Marine, you probably never heard of Force Recon. It is the Marine equivalent to a Navy SEAL. That was back then. At that time that he was in, there were only 300 operators in Force Recon. Shortly after he was killed, all those operators were grandfathered into an organization doing the same thing called MARSOC, Marine Special Operations Command. Now that name has been changed again to Marine Raiders, back to its original name when this unit was originally formed many years ago. At that level in the military, the branches cross-train. So as a Marine, Dave also graduated from Army Ranger School, Jump School, and Free Fall School. Dave was killed in action in Iraq in the Battle for Fallujah on November 9th, 2004. He was posthumously awarded the Purple Heart and the Bronze Star with the V designation for valor in combat for his actions which led to his death. Each year, the recipient of this scholarship is chosen by the members of our family. We try to choose someone who exhibits the same qualities by which Dave lived his life, that of determination, achievement, leadership, and service. This year, our family has chosen the recipient of the Sergeant David Caruso Scholarship to be Neha Kalwala.
Can I have the booster scholarship winners up front? The Mattia booster. Shane, Ben, Mira, Mal. The Mattia Valley Booster Club provides monetary support to the athletic programs at Mattia Valley. To generate the necessary funds, the Booster Club organizes and staffs the concession stands, the Cell of Spirit Weir, as well as Mustang Mania, to name a few. With the money raised, the Mattia Booster Club is able to help cover the costs of such things as uniforms, equipment, and other needs that the district funds cannot cover. In addition, with the money raised, the Mattia Boosters are able to award scholarships to senior athletes. These are just a few of the many roles the Mattia Boosters fill to help promote our school's athletes and enhance school spirit. The Mattia Valley Booster Club is proud to provide 5 $1,000 scholarships to this year's class of 2021 student athletes. To qualify for the scholarship, a student must have a minimum GPA of 2.5, participated in at least a sport their senior year, and a parent must be a member of the Boosters. The component that goes into the scholarship looks into community service hours over the 4 years, the number of sports participated in, achievements and awards within the sports, as well as GPA, and lastly, an essay component. Our first recipient is a multi-sport athlete involved in both basketball and soccer, a 4-year varsity soccer member and current captain. Please join me in recognizing Kathleen Flanders. Katie will be attending Wake Forest University in the fall. Unfortunately, she's at a soccer tournament tonight, but please join me in welcoming her. Our second recipient is another multi-sport athlete, a member of the men's varsity volleyball, captain of the varsity football team. Please join me in recognizing Shane Murphy. Shane will be attending Iowa State University this fall. Our third recipient, another multi-sport athlete, a member of the men's varsity water polo and varsity swim team. Please join me in recognizing Benjamin Vosmick. Ben will be attending Miami University of Ohio this fall. Our fourth recipient, multi-sport athlete, member of the women's varsity swim team, varsity water polo team. Please join me in recognizing Madeline DeGraff. Madeline will be attending Northeastern University this fall. Our fifth recipient, a four-year varsity tennis player, four-year state qualifier, all-state team, and all-conference team. Please join me in recognizing Mira Bade. Mira will be attending Indiana University this fall. On behalf of the Mattia Valley Booster Club, congratulations and best of luck in the future.
Thank you to Bardavi for your words and to all the scholarships presented. Mattia Valley is fortunate to have community organizers dedicated to supporting achievement and our academics as well. We will now continue with the Mattia Unified Scholarships. We would like to welcome Ms. Amy Puffer, President of the PTSA, to the podium to begin the award presentations. She will be presenting our PTSA scholarship winners.
Good evening. The PTSA is the Parent-Teacher Student Association here at Mattia. The PTSA is entirely funded through its membership, through donations, and through the various fundraisers that we have through the year. This allows us to afford scholarships to our senior class, and it is entirely funded by the Mattia PTSA. This year, our essay questions for our applicants was, your future goals. If possible, include the type of career you plan to pursue when you complete your education. Also include why you feel deserving of the scholarship. The other question was your most meaningful experience during your high school years. I will tell you, after reading all these essays, which we had over 50 of them, it definitely gave me the clear indication that the class of 2021 is on a clear path for success. You have a voice. The PTSA motto is, every child, one voice. And I can tell that not only were you advocating for yourselves, but you were advocating for your peers and for your community. You were very proud of who you are, you're very proud of what you've become, and you're proud of the time that you've had here at Mattia. I can tell you that we are all very proud of you here this evening in the senior class of 2021. I would now like to introduce to you Ms. Deepa Vepakoma, who is our chairperson of the PTSA Senior Scholarships for this year.
Thank you, Amy. Good evening, everyone. I am going to announce the award winners. Shankar Jambunathan, Rebecca Larmer, Kishore Murthy, Carolyn Wasmek, Avantika Pedamallu. Please join us on the stage. These kids were amazing, and it is making me to rethink about my parenting because they have done so much in these past years. It is amazing. So I'll be talking about the first student, Shankar Jambunathan. Shankar is a varsity team member in tennis. He is the captain of the Science Olympiad. He is a member of the Business Professionals of America and the Chamber Choir. Here at Metia, he has also participated in protein modeling, Forsenic speech team, and impromptu speaking and economic research. Shankar is very active within the community. He is the founder of Camp Match Point, which is his proud achievement. It provides free fitness and tennis lessons to kids with special need, and he's a literacy and math tutor to children with Down syndrome at Gigi's Playhouse. Shankar will be attending the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign to study chemical engineering. Congratulations, Shankar, on receiving the PTSA Senior Scholarship, and we wish you the best of luck in future endeavors.
Our next recipient is Rebecca Larmer. Rebecca has been very active over the past few years in athletics, clubs, and organizations here at Metia. She's been a member and leader of the Principals Advisory Board, Best Buddies, Fresh Connect Leadership Team Member, Peer Partners, BG Stampede MCs, Adapted PE Assistant, Treasurer of the Rio Capo National Social Studies Honors Society, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. In her athletic participation, she was team captain in the Metia volleyball team her freshman and sophomore year, and she was also part of the girls' basketball team. Rebecca is a youth leader and a leadership team member for Our Lady of Mercy, as she is part of the planning committee for the youth ministry retreats. Rebecca will be attending the University of Illinois studying brain and cognitive sciences. Congratulations, Rebecca, on receiving the PTSA Senior Scholarship, and we wish you the best in all your endeavors.
Our next student is Kishore Murthy. Kishore is the founder and president of TEDED Club here at Metia. He is a board member of the Principals Advisory Board, leader and mentor at Fresh Connect, violinist in orchestra, and a member of Triumph Music Honor Society, an act and SAT tutor, a member of the Student Athlete Leadership Team, Baseball Leadership Committee, and is a pitcher and third baseman for Metia Baseball. Kishore still has time for community service despite all these achievements, and is the co-president of the Teen Advisory Board at Alive Center. He built a professional recording studio by using $23,000 in grants. He is co-chair of Obama Legacy Initiative and a volunteer at Camp Match Point. His other activities include founder and co-host of the BTW podcast, founder and tutor of Math Sitters Tutoring, and is a member of Mandala South Asian Performing Arts. Kishore will attend Georgetown University in Washington, D.C., and study a combination of business analytics, economics, and data science. Congratulations, Kishore, on receiving the PTSA Senior Scholarship. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Caroline Bosmek. During her time here at Metia, Caroline was president of the Me to We Club, a Fresh Connect leader on the student government board, and a peer partner in adapted gym classes. All 4 years, she was part of the water polo and swim team, where she was on the varsity her junior and senior year. Caroline has been very active in our community, working with the Special Olympics swim team, Feed My Starving Children, and community outreach work with honor societies. She has been involved with the Maverick Swim Club, Western Suburban Polo Club, and Oakhurst North Torpedo Summer Swim Team. She has been a lifeguard and swim instructor, and she is currently a team member at Culver's. Caroline will be attending Colorado State University in Fort Collins, studying psychology. Congratulations, Caroline, on receiving this PTSA scholarship, and good luck. Congratulations.
Thank you, Amy. Avantika Pedamallu. Avantika is an active, successful member of DECA. She earned second place at state and qualified for nationals this year. She participated in MICWA math team and placed first at the Batavia competition her junior year and second place at regionals. She is member of the Naperville Chamber of Commerce Student Advisory Board, TEDED Club, Rokappa National Social Studies Honor Society, Future Medical Professional Club and peer tutor. Her community involvement includes a library assistant at the 95th Street, Naperville Public Library, and volunteering at the Symphony at the Tillers and Gigi's Playhouse. Avantika was a part of the Young Women's Institute at the Kelley School of Business. She enjoys classical Indian dance and helps with babysitting. Avantika will attend Denison University in Granville, Ohio, and study biochemistry. Congratulations, Avantika, on receiving this PTSA Senior Scholarship, and wish you best of luck. Thank you all, students. It was a pleasure meeting you all and finally connecting your names with your essays. All your essays were brilliant. I enjoyed reading everything. I would like to thank Dr. Eccles, Mr. Debakar, Mr. Doherty, the PTSA and PTSA Senior Scholarship Committee. The Senior Scholarship Committee was wonderful and helped me do everything on time. I'm really grateful for all their contributions. Thank you.
My name is Dr. Lawrence Gentile. I'm president of the Wheatland Athletic Association. And as you know by now, we award scholarships to 2 students every year from the different high schools in the area. And tonight we have 2 very worthy recipients. And what they've done is they've either participated, volunteered, or worked for our organization. The first recipient is Jordan Nafzinger. And Jordan, why don't you come on up? Is she present tonight? This gal played a lot of softball for us. And she's going to be going to college, and she wants to be an elementary teacher with a specialty in special ed. I've got a soft spot in my heart for special ed teachers. They are the best. Thank you very much. You did a great job for us. The next recipient is a multiple sports player, and he wants to continue his education at Purdue University and study engineering. One of the things that you may or may not know about the Wheatland Athletic Association, well, let me introduce him first. Colin Riley. One of the things about the Wheatland Athletic Association is that over the years, starting in 1992, we've built at least 5 baseball fields. And Colin is a baseball player, right?
Correct.
And you played for the Spikes?
I played Ducks, yeah.
Or Ducks, she played for the Spikes. Ducks, that would be that'd be pretty weird. But played a lot of baseball for us. And 4 years from now, when you get out of engineering school, maybe you can design a few baseball fields for us. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Good, attaboy. For a job well done.
Wonderful, thank you.
Jordan, for a job well done. Thank you very much.
Congrats. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bob Ingram, and tonight I'm wearing two hats. I am the president of the Diamond Youth Foundation, and the Diamond Youth Foundation supports our Guide Right program. Our Guide Right program is in 5 western suburban Chicago schools: East Aurora, Matea Valley, Bartlett, South Elgin, and Bolingbrook High School. In non-COVID times, we see between 125 and 150 young men and young ladies a week. We also go on field trips, and those field trips include college tours, and one that I'm going to talk about in just a bit later. Scholarship. Every year, it is paramount that the Diamond Youth Foundation supports scholarship. This year, we have 10 awardees, and tonight, I am awarding to Tamara Stewart $1,000. This certificate, it reads for demonstrating outstanding commitment to academics, community involvement, and leadership. And because Ms. Stewart has been with me in Guide Right for 3 years in person and 1 year via email during COVID, I know her extremely well, and I'm terribly proud of her. She and her sister came to me while we were talking about field trips and said, can we do something besides going to college tours? She said, could we visit the Museum of Science and Industry and look at STEM items? That's science, technology, engineering, and math. Me being a former engineer, she struck at my heart. I know about her extracurriculars in music and in gymnastics and academics. The scholarship awardees that we had this year, the 10, their average was 4.2 grade point average. The other piece that I'm so proud of is Ms. Stewart has selected my alma mater for undergraduate school. She will be attending Howard University in the fall, majoring in chemistry. Ms. Stewart, with pride, please accept this scholarship.
Good evening. My name is Taylor Mansmith, and I am here with my father, Steve Mansmith, to award the David Banker Memorial Scholarship in honor of my grandfather. This scholarship is a full year of tuition for up to $4,000 and is awarded to a student who has demonstrated financial need, a heart of benevolence, a strong work ethic, a commitment to success, and a willingness to put others first. The Banker family has always been one to take care of others. Throughout the generations, starting in 1938, with my great-grandmother's brothers paying for her tuition for nursing school, to my great-aunts and uncles helping my grandfather raise my mother as a single parent in the 70s, loving others, standing by them in times of need, and supporting them has been a thread woven throughout the fabric of our family. Formal school, regardless of the trades or college, was also an expectation. But having the responsibility of single parenthood prevented my grandfather from being able to fulfill that goal. Sometimes life's journey includes unexpected, which can be both frustrating and joyous, and can make it difficult to obtain the very opportunities needed to change a situation. Although my grandfather was unable to continue his schooling, he was fortunate to have a big, loving family to help raise my mom. And he made sure she did attend college, working 2 jobs many years to accomplish that goal. When creating this scholarship, it was the concept, it takes a village to raise a child, that ebbed and flowed throughout the creation. We knew that if we removed a barrier like finances, we could literally help change the trajectory of a life, and we are confident that our choice this year will accomplish that goal. The scholarship committee had great candidates this year, and though it was not an easy decision, my mom couldn't be here this evening to award this. She did ask me to relay that if we have the opportunity to award additional scholarships at a later date this summer, we will do so, as many of the applicants were deserving in some way or another. Each of the committee members had particular candidates whose stories touched them in meaningful ways. Your stories were heard with open hearts, and your needs did not fall on deaf ears. With that said, we only have one scholarship at that time, and one candidate overwhelmingly left a permanent mark on each of the committee members. It is with great excitement and true joy that the family of David Banker awards this year's scholarship to Miss Julia Tesman. Julia, your authenticity and honesty were clearly spelled out throughout your application. You invested in your local and school community, and you've demonstrated leadership and love for others. And you were willing to see the entirety of your decision and how it'll impact not only you, but your whole family. My grandfather would have loved meeting you, listening to you, hearing your journey. Most importantly, he would have respected the spirit you continue to demonstrate despite the adversity that you have experienced. We look forward to your continued success in COD and wherever you choose to continue your education once finished there. But it is an honor to fund your education. So go make your mark on this world. Congrats. Thank you.
Please join with me in giving another round of applause to our award recipients and to our supportive organizations that have made these awards possible. Each one of our departments worked with our teachers to nominate and award some of our outstanding seniors. This next award spanned the disciplines of academics, arts, athletics, and community service. I would like to invite Mr. Don Devaney, Fine Arts Department Chair, to the podium to begin the award presentations for our departmental awards.
Good evening. The first Senior Recognition Award goes to Isaiah Hibbs. The Visual Arts Department would like to recognize Isaiah for his outstanding achievement in the visual arts. Isaiah has taken 7 art courses during his high school career. Isaiah plans to study illustration and animation after high school, and he has impressed his teachers with his perseverance, dedication to improving his skill set, and repetitiveness to constructive feedback. Isaiah is consistently motivated, engaged, and not afraid to challenge himself and take risks in his art. Isaiah's body of work encompasses a variety of mediums and is enhanced by his ability to tell a story through his art. We are so proud of Isaiah, and we can't wait to see what the future holds for this creative young artist. And he's on live stream, so let's give him a nice round of applause. Our next Senior Recognition Award goes to Lila Taylor. We would like to recognize Lila for her outstanding achievement in the visual arts. Lila plans to pursue chemical engineering degree at Illinois Institute of Technology. Lila has taken a variety of courses, including AP Art Studio, and she is currently working hard to complete her portfolio for that class. She is a quiet, reflective artist who is intrinsically motivated to establish high expectations for herself. Her artwork represents layers of expression and meaning, which is matched by her technical skill. She utilizes a wide range of subject matter, and she has developed her own cohesive style. She believes the arts have a great impact in the development of her perseverance and patience, and we know she will continue to use these skills to be successful in the future. We are so proud of you, Lila, and we wish you all the best. And the Visual Arts Department is most honored to award the Outstanding Senior Award winner, Arja Ragu. In a school year like no other, Arja was able to persevere and create some beautiful pieces of art. Through a variety of high school studio art classes, Arja has exhibited a strong work ethic, motivation, and exceptional skill level necessary to become an amazing artist. Arja is humble, kind, respectful, and has creative ideas and aspirations that extend far above the project expectations. Her art has a strong narrative and effectively communicates a message to the viewer. She has plans to study business at Ohio State University. In her artist statement, Arja states, "I am ready to paint my next journey on my canvas of life." We can't wait to see this canvas unfold. Once again, congratulations to Arja for being awarded the Outstanding Senior Award winner for the Visual Arts.
Good evening. My name is Patty Marslak, and I'm a teacher in the business department. This year, the business department would like to recognize 2 seniors for our Senior Recognition Awards. They are Rishi Raghavapudi and Libby Eichberger. Rishi is an extremely hardworking student who sets the bar in class for excellence. Libby has taken several of our business classes. Her creativity and dedication to her work sets her apart. Congratulations, Rishi and Libby. This year, the business department would like to recognize our Black and Gold Award winner, Abigail Jew. Abby has been taking classes in our business department since her freshman year. She has shown a passion for business and has been a natural leader since she first walked into business orientation almost 4 years ago. How time flies. During her junior year, Abby was selected to compete for an intern position at Dealer Inspire in Naperville. After making it past the first round, Abby would have sat for an interview with the company's human resource manager, but was unfortunately not an option once COVID appeared in March. If anyone knows Abby as well as I do, you know she would have been a shoo-in for the position. The energy that radiates from her is contagious and brings out the very best in everyone that's around her. For the start of senior year, Abby was selected by her peers to be a part of the officer team for DECA, our internationally recognized business club. She has served as the Vice President of Communications and worked to establish more of a social media presence for the club this year. She, along with her partner, were national qualifiers for their buying and merchandising operations research event. In the classroom, Abby is one of those students that, as a teacher, you can always count on. When nobody wants to participate, her smiling face is always willing to share. When someone doesn't have a group, she welcomes them with open arms. When you need someone to volunteer to present first, she's prepared and sets the bar high. Her kindness and creativity are second to none. Abby's passion, hard work, and desire for growth will have a huge impact on her future in the world of business. The Metea Valley Business Department wishes Abby much success next year as she attends University of Minnesota, where she plans to major in business marketing with a minor in finance or accounting. Congratulations, Abby, and best of luck.
I brought props.
All right.
The English department would like to recognize Justin Cross. Going into junior year, I was going to take this off. All right. Going into junior year, Justin decided to challenge himself by taking AP Language. This choice proved to be right for him as his determination and hard work led him to success. As a senior, Justin continued to challenge himself by not only continuing into a full year of AP Literature, but also taking 2 additional English classes. His passion for English is evident not only in his class choices, but his approach to his work. Justin is a reflective person, a critical thinker, and a skillful writer who has seized all opportunities to grow. His contributions to our English classrooms could not be overlooked. We are proud to have had Justin Cross be such an engaged and active learner in our English department and know he will find much success in his future at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago's program for film, video, news media, and animation. Congratulations, Justin. The English department would also like to recognize Harshith Munanji. Harshith was consistently willing and self-motivated. During class discussions, Harshith actively listened and was unafraid to push conversations with insightful input. At one point, Harshith admitted that he started high school as a shy and nervous kid who never participated. However, he confronted that apprehension and challenged himself to be bold and be involved. A supportive and positive peer role model, Harshith's participation and collaborative efforts were fittingly influential. His exemplary student work ethic motivated the strengths of his peers, which ultimately contributed greatly towards making the English 3 community better. Congratulations, Harshith. Finally, the English department would like to present the ELA Outstanding Senior Award. The mission statement of the Metea Valley English Language Arts Department reads, "The MVHS Language Arts Department shares in life's journey as invested cultural participants by inspiring individual thought, constructive communication, and empowered action. The importance of these characteristics has been highlighted this year, but they are traits I have been watching Ursula Sturgeon display since she first walked into our Mustang comedy auditions 4 years ago. In fact, she has made such an impression on our department that we had a bit of a fight over who would present tonight's award." So, Mr. Adam Page wanted to make sure that I said this. I first met Ursula in person as a sophomore in our American Society class, but I knew of Ursula a year before as the enigmatic commenter on our school news website, writing under the nom de plume, Dark Stripe. And let me tell you, Dark Stripe did not hold back. Whether it was adding scathing commentary about contentious topics or pointedly and correctly pointing out errors in articles, Dark Stripe became a staple of the Metea media comments section. Eventually, Dark Stripe's true identity came to light, and when I saw her on my American Society roster, I was excited. Ursula was clearly not going to be a typical student. Indeed, 3 things were instantly clear within the first week of class. First, Ursula probably already knew most of what I was going to teach her. Second, Ursula had opinions, and she wasn't afraid to share them. Third, Ursula loved opera, an interesting and not exactly common passion for high school students. Eventually, though, it became clear that under the surface, she was still not totally confident in who she was. She knew what she thought about a lot of different topics for sure, but she was still figuring out, like most sophomores, her identity, her core values, the things that made Ursula uniquely Ursula at her core. As a senior, Ursula, decided to officially join our news journalism team. And despite all this crazy year threw at her, I saw a student transformed. Ursula found her core, embraced her identity, and radiated inner confidence through both her words in class and words on the page. As copy editor, Ursula put to work those skills she already had as an anonymous commenter freshman year, and as an opinions columnist, she put to work her ability to craft complex and insightful opinions with more informed nuance than I see in most high schoolers or adults. My life is richer now that Ursula has been in it, and I know many students and teachers can say the same. I can't wait to see what the next libretto in Ursula's life brings. Mrs. Tiffany Gervasio wanted to make sure I said this. I first had the pleasure of meeting Ursula her sophomore year in creative writing. I remember her being quiet at first, sitting in the front row and typing faster than you can imagine. I saw the wheels turning in her head from the first day of class. She was so excited about writing that we would talk almost every day until the next bell rang about her fabulous writing ideas. During creative writing, too, she really blossomed. Her classmates and I were amazed by her creative mind, and she inspired them to develop their own creativity by offering her constructive criticisms and advice. Ursula's claim to fame in creative writing was her opera presentation. We were all completely schooled on every aspect of opera, and I mean every aspect. Fast forward to junior year, I had the opportunity to work with Ursula on Metea's Winter Scenes production. Mr. Lundy and I chose her script out of many that were submitted. I loved watching her in action in a different realm. Ursula wanted her cast to perform to the best of their ability, and she succeeded in doing just that. This year, another of Ursula's scripts was chosen for Winter Scenes. Ursula Sturgeon is a student that thinks out of the box and rises to the occasion in everything she does. I am one fortunate teacher that Ursula was part of my life these past 3 years. Never will I forget her smiling face running excitedly toward me, saying, "Guess what, Mr. Rossio?" I was never surprised to hear what she was accomplishing next. Whatever you choose to do in life, Ursula, I have no doubt that you will succeed, and I hope I am around to see what's in your future. Congratulations, you are so deserving of this award. I will miss you. And finally, Mrs. Chris Mansmith wanted to make sure that I shared this. After 27 years of teaching, I have long lost track of the sheer quantity of students that I call my kids. Each and every one of my students has been special in some way and fashion and has left a mark on my life. But every so often, there is one student who is like the Metropolitan Opera House in the middle of multiple Broadway theaters. When one thinks of Broadway, it is always clear that each of the theaters has something to offer, and each is amazing, but the Met, it's unique and slightly different. Its style is different from the Broadway shows. How one appreciates what the Met offers is different from how one appreciates Broadway. The skills required to perform opera at the Met are simply elevated from those used on other productions. Ursula Sturgeon is my Metropolitan Opera House student. Having her in my junior English class was truly an honor, a privilege and a soul-changing experience. Her passion for learning, debating, language, writing, reading, and all things opera are like nothing I've ever experienced in a student. She declares who she is, identifies her strengths and needs, proclaims her truths and desires, and lives life with honesty, authenticity, and passion. She is a change maker and someone who impacts those around her and touches the core of the people who she encounters. In other words, a soul-changing human. There is no doubt that Ursula will be a famous author, activist, speaker, consultant, advocate, or anything she sets her mind on, and it will be me paying to join her fan club. I am so incredibly proud of everything you have accomplished. As the curtain closes on this scene of your life and the next act is just beginning, and we know you have a dynamic future awaiting you, always remember your fan club has already begun and is rooted at Metea. So my colleagues have been thorough and left me with very little to say. I will, however, just add that Ursula has performed in several Mustang comedy shows, and if you have not seen her, she is hilarious. She lives the yes and philosophy of improvisation. She is resilient, and she understands satire in a way that never fails to bring me joy. I will also finally return the fog machine that she used during winter scenes last year. She's been asking for it for about a year. Ursula Sturgeon, you have been a model of individual thought, constructive communication, and empowered action during your time at Metea Valley, and I am delighted to present you with the honor of being the Language Arts Outstanding Senior for 2021. Congratulations.
Carry something.
Good evening, everyone. I get the opportunity to present the award for Family and Consumer Sciences this evening. We'd like to start off by recognizing Fabiano Pretu for her passion for learning. Fabiano came to Metea and District 204 freshman year from Venezuela. Fabiana spoke little English and would come to sewing class each day with her laptop open to a Spanish translator. Whenever she didn't understand what was explained, she would have another student or the teacher type the word in to translate. Fabiana was diligent and motivated to learn every day. Fabiana continued taking sewing classes her junior and senior year. Fabiana speaks English very well now due to her hard work and diligence. She plans to go into the fashion industry in the future. Congratulations, Fabiana, and best wishes to you in the future. The Family and Consumer Sciences Department would also like to recognize Bella Rose for her passion for learning in the Mini Mustang Preschool. Bella planned and taught creative interactive preschool lessons to our preschoolers in person, and she was very helpful to her peers and teacher when we struggled planning lessons for Zoom sessions. Bella's positive attitude and energy makes her stand out amongst her peers. Bella plans to be an elementary school teacher in the future. Congratulations, Bella Rosa. And the Outstanding Senior Award winner for the Family and Consumer Science Department is Annika Christensen. Annika has taken Culinary Arts 1, 2, Regional and International Foods, and the capstone culinary course, Catering. Throughout her time as a culinary student, Annika has proven to be organized, creative, hardworking, and bringing those skills that are essential in the kitchen. Annika has been a member of Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America for 4 years at Metea Valley and has served as leader in the club. Annika has mentored our new culinary members, judged culinary events in our mock competition, and has taken on extra responsibilities in the club. Annika plans to attend Illinois State University and become a FACS teacher. It is with great confidence and pride that the family and consumer sciences teachers at Metea say that Annika is perfect for the job. It is an honor to present this award to Annika, and the FACS teachers can't wait for you to become a colleague. Congratulations, Annika.
Good evening. For the mathematics department at Metea Valley High School, the Senior Recognition Award winners are Tommy Maxon and Rishi Raghavapudi. These two young men have displayed desire and diligence in becoming the fine mathematicians we know them to be. Productive struggle and natural curiosity have led these two young men to prominence within the mathematics department. So we award Tommy Maxon and Rishi Raghavapudi the Senior Recognition Award winners. And now it is my pleasure, on behalf of the Mathematics Department, to present the Outstanding Senior Award to Kishore Murthy. Kishore is a young man who truly exemplifies honor, integrity, perseverance, and most importantly, a spirit of giving and generosity. I and all the staff who have had the opportunity to be a part of Kishore's academic life can attest to his outstanding accomplishments within the walls of Metea, as well as in the larger 204 community. As my student in our AP Computer Science class, I've witnessed his dedication to excellence in every task that he endeavors. As an intern with a local charitable organization, I have seen him lead other interns with passion and given of his time and talents selflessly. A passage from one of my favorite books reads, "Train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." So to Mr. and Mrs. Murthy, you have raised such a young man. We thank you for allowing the Metea family to be a part of yours. Congratulations, Kishore.
The first Senior Recognition Award for the Music Department goes to Dylan Catapat. We recognize Dylan for his passion, dedication, and musicianship in the era of choral music. Dylan's leadership was first observed in the 6th grade. He already stood out among his peers and has since then made his own mark here at Metea, having been involved in every extracurricular vocal performing group and musical cast at Metea. Additionally, Dylan has earned his way to be selected to sing with the prestigious Illinois All-State Choir 2 years in a row. We are proud of Dylan and we wish him the very best as he pursues a music education degree at Elmhurst University. And Dylan is right out here. We'll give him a hand. The next Senior Recognition Award goes to James Cruz. The music department would like to recognize James for his leadership and dedication. James collaborates well with others through professionalism, humility, and kindness. James is an exemplar student and equally outstanding musician. He has been very active in the orchestra program, participating in the musical pit orchestra, Mustang Strings, cello choir, Tri-M Music Honor Society, and he has also represented Metea Valley in the All-State Honors Orchestra the past 2 years. James will be attending St. Louis University in the fall and plans to study physical therapy. Congratulations and thank you, James, for all of your outstanding work in music. And the Outstanding Senior Award recipient for the music department is Purna Kumar. Purna is being recognized for not only her outstanding musicianship, but also her significant involvement in a variety of ensembles before, during, and after the school day, her dedication, her service in the community, her leadership skills, and for the example she sets for our younger generations of Mustang musicians. The music teachers began to hear the name Purna Kumar 3 years before she even arrived as a freshman at Metea Valley. Every time we'd see one of her middle school music teachers, they would fill us in on what a great musician, hard worker, and genuinely kind person she is. Then she got to Metea, and they were absolutely correct. Purna is an extremely talented and gifted musician, but also works very hard to achieve her success. Even more important, Purna is one of the most humble people you will ever meet, never taking the success for granted. She's had many opportunities to showcase her talents through her work at Metea Valley in the wind ensemble, chamber strings wind section, marching Mustangs, pep band, jazz ensemble, jazz combo, the musical pit orchestra, the symphony orchestra, and through chamber ensembles, but also outside of the school day in the DuPage Youth Symphony Orchestra and the Youth Jazz Ensemble of DuPage, along with many other community organizations and festivals. She is one of the few students in our state who has earned the placement in the Illinois Music Educators Association District Festival all 4 years as a trombonist, and not only the band, but also orchestra and jazz. Just this year, she earned the top score in our very competitive ILMEA district in both jazz and classical trombone, and was selected for a second year in a row to represent Metea as an all-state musician in the Honors Jazz Ensemble. Purna would never claim to be a leader, but I think if you were to ask anyone who knows her, they would tell you they look up to her. She has served our school and music area in so many ways as a silent leader, making a positive impact on those around her and exemplifying the Metea life. Most impressive is despite all the musical and other opportunities available to Purna during and outside of school, her dedication and commitment to the music department here is unwavering. We have truly benefited from her participation in music as she continually raises the bar higher for herself and her peers. Purna plans to attend the University of Illinois in the fall with a double major in music performance and community health. It is my honor and pleasure to present the Outstanding Music Department Senior to Purna Kumar.
Hello, my name is Meredith Jordan, and I am one of the PE teachers here at Metea. I am here to present the award for the PE Health and Driver Ed Department. The Physical Education Health and Driver Ed Department would like to recognize our 3 Black and Gold nominees, Jonathan Booker, Nyla Hart, and Eliana Camp. These 3 individuals have stood out in their abilities to be leaders and be role models for their peers, demonstrate a high level of daily engagement, demonstrate a healthy and active lifestyle, and demonstrate an understanding that physical activity provides opportunities for enjoyment, challenge, self-expression, and social interaction. Receiving special mention this year are Jonathan Booker and Eliana Camp. We would like to congratulate these 2 individuals for their hard work and for representing our department and Metea Valley with the highest honor and integrity. We would like to congratulate the 2021 Physical Education and Health and Driver Ed Black and Gold Award winner, Nyla Hart. I had the pleasure of having Nyla in class this year. I learned very quickly what an outstanding person Nyla is. In a challenging year, Nyla was able to stay focused on her goals as an athlete. She worked really hard during her workouts, even though she wasn't sure how this year would end. She is an outstanding role model for all athletes and students. She isn't afraid to go against the majority if it's for the right reason. Nyla, you should be very proud of your hard work this year because I know that I am. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Melissa Turner. I'm a member of the Science Department here at Metea Valley. Our outstanding senior award winner for this year for science is Sani Mohan. Sani is one of the hardest working students I ever had the pleasure of having in my AP Bio class last year. There she is. Sorry. Round of applause. Not only was she working hard, but I was working extra hard too, because she always made sure that she had all those extra questions for me for any of the science topics. So I was always constantly researching and making sure I was over-prepared, because I knew she was going to have questions that went above and beyond what we were going to talk about in class that day. My favorite memory of her was when we did a lab in class, and it didn't go so well. And we've been doing it for years and years, and I got perfect results every single time, and this year, of course, it didn't work. And so Sani volunteered to come in during her lunch period to redo it again, and that kind of stuck with me ever since, that there's dedication to science. Someone who truly has a passion for science and continues to have a passion for science, that she's willing to give up her lunch and redo a lab. And we did it. It was great. We got the best results we've seen in many years, and it just amazed me that she was willing to do that, and as she was leaving, then proceeded to say, if you have any more labs to redo, let me know, I'll come in. So it's that passion that she constantly showed, not only in my class, but in all 7 of her science classes that she managed to take care at Metea. All of her teachers, we all overwhelmingly thought that Sani was the most outstanding senior we've had in a long time. So congratulations, Sani.
Good evening. My name is Sue Fear. I'm here to present the Social Studies Department Award. The Social Studies Department looks to recognize students both in and out of the classroom. This includes the role of the student, leader, and most important to us, citizen. We look for students who have shown a selfless attitude towards others and want to make the world a better place. They are our future world changers, and we can't wait to see where they're going to take us. So we would like to thank 2 students and recognize all of their efforts in and out of the classroom. Brian Edwards, who I know is going to be a social studies teacher, and also Maddie DeGraff, who has just done so many amazing things in our classroom and also with Model UN. Additionally, this year we would like to recognize the recipient of the Outstanding Senior Award for Social Studies, Leland Pond. Leland has been an active member in Do More Metea Valley and Youth in Government, in addition to being the current editor of Metea Media. In the classroom, Leland always participates, always asks questions, and always pushes herself to be better. I vividly remember all the conversations Leland and I had during her sophomore year when we had AP Euro, and every social studies teacher since can attest to her positive energy she brings to the classroom. Leland has the drive, intellect, and heart to inspire and inform others. She's amazing, and our department has been so fortunate to work with her. She really, truly is a 1 in a million student, award-winning journalist, inspiring activist, a lobbyist who promotes education for all children, and just honestly one of the warmest, sweetest people you could ever meet. Even one of these descriptions is noteworthy for a high school student, but all of them apply to Leland. She embodies what our social studies department looks for when we select our outstanding leader. Leland's relatives actually fled communist rule in Vietnam, which has led to her desire to fight for those who are less fortunate and for those who don't have civil rights. Leland is a devoted activist for children's education as the founding member of Metea Valley's chapter of Save the Action Children Network. This organization advocates for the rights of children to have an education in war-torn areas in the world. As an ambassador, Leland has traveled to Washington, D.C. to work with members of Congress to fund this cause, personally meeting with our own representative, Bill Foster of the 11th District. So on behalf of the entire Social Studies Department, I want to thank Leland for sharing all of her gifts with Metea. She is a model citizen and really just gives all of us hope for the future. Congratulations, Leland.
Hello, my name is Nate Weedham, and I'm a teacher with the Technology and Engineering Department.
Our department would like to honor Nyla Hart, Melanie Friedlander, and Colin Riley. So give it. All of our recipients took multiple courses in our department and really excelled in each class for their combination of attention to detail, unrelenting problem solving, and their penchant for really thoughtful designs. The work they put in over the years has been really impressive, and it's something they should take tremendous pride in. So give it a round of applause for them again. This year, the Outstanding Senior Award winner for the Technology and Engineering Department is Nyla Hart. In Nyla's case, she pushes herself to the maximum output on nearly every assignment. From the really dry engineering math to the really creative architectural designs, she is her own harshest critic, but she channels it in more practice and more growth. Even in a year that would give anyone an excuse to take the foot off the pedal, Nyla pushed herself. I don't see any limit to her potential, and I'm excited for her and what the future holds for her. It's been a pleasure to work alongside all of our Black and Gold recipients, and our department wishes the best of luck to all of them.
Good evening. My name is Carmine Vizzolo. I'm one of the teachers in the World Language Department here at Metea Valley. We would like to honor two honorees tonight. We have the World Languages Department would like to recognize Alexandra Guckel. Her constant engagement in class and her willingness to expand her Spanish language knowledge has been outstanding. She collaborates well with her peers and elevates conversations to not only use the Spanish language, but also to encourage the participation of her classmates. During her time at MVHS, she has left a positive impression on her peers as well as her Spanish teachers. We wish her the best moving forward. The World Languages Department would also like to recognize Kevin La. Kevin has made a difference here at Metea. As the Chinese Honor Society president, he led the group during the pandemic and started a food drive for the community. In class, Kevin consistently participates and works hard throughout the years. He cherishes the time spent with his classmates and encourages everyone to be positive and passionate about the work they are doing. While achieving outstanding academic success in school, he remains a very humble and polite young man who loves to help others. Congratulations, Alexandra and Kevin. The Outstanding Senior Award winner for the World Languages Department is Emily Veenstra. I have had the pleasure of being Emily's teacher for all 4 years of her American Sign Language classes. In class, Emily is a leader in a variety of ways. At every level, Emily has taken on additional challenges. For example, during ASL 2, she chose to sign a song for the variety show. In the summer between ASL 2 and 3, on her own, she decided she was going to watch newscasts in ASL just to practice. Since her sophomore year, Emily has been the president of the American Sign Language Club. She has done amazing things with the club, and the Metea community has benefited from her creativity and leadership. She has also organized events together with ASL clubs from other district high schools. Emily has been a member of the American Sign Language Honor Society for the last year, but will officially be inducted later this month. Next year, Emily will be going to Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis, IUPUI. She will be double majoring in ASL interpreting and psychology with a minor in deaf studies. I am so proud of all that Emily has already accomplished. I am looking forward to seeing all of the amazing things that she will do in the future. Congratulations.
And now it's time for the Metea Life Awards. But before we begin, I'd like to say a special thank you to the Indian Prairie School District Board of Education for making all this possible. I'd also like to thank our superintendent, Dr. Adrian Talley, for his leadership during a very difficult time. Each year, we have the difficult task as an administrative team and as a faculty of selecting 4 seniors to represent the Mattia Life Statement. Live with integrity, inspire passion for learning, foster positive relationships, and expect equity and excellence for all. It's very difficult, but somehow, some way, each year we manage to find 4. I'd like to bring all of them up here, and we will say a few words once they get up here. Elena Meisinger, Brooke Peggies, Kishore Murthy, and Sebastian Segara. Elena couldn't be with us tonight, but I hope she's watching at home because I'm going to say a few kind words. Elena Meisinger is an Indian Prairie scholar and a talented Orchesis dancer. She has been an active member of the Principal Advisory Board and was a co-president this past year. When school went remote in the beginning of the year, Elena was holding senior raffle events to help our seniors maintain school spirit. Her teachers describe her as kind, bright, and always willing to help others. I can tell you from experience that she was also tough on the administration when it came to Orchesis being allowed back into the building. I want to thank Elena for her awesome leadership this year and wish her the best as she will attend the University of Wisconsin at Madison this fall. Congratulations, Elena, on your Mattia Life Award. Brooke Peggies. Brooke is an Indian Prairie scholar who is a hard-working member of Dumore Mattia Valley. She has been an outstanding leader in the Principal Advisory Board and was a co-president this year as well. Brooke has been a student speaker at our school board meetings and is a regular contributor in the community. Her teachers describe her as intelligent, friendly, and fun to be around. My conversations with Brooke over the years have been meaningful and significant. She is an example setter in the classroom, and we are extremely proud of Brooke's accomplishments at Mattia Valley. She will be attending Loyola Marymount in the fall, and so we wish her the very best. Congratulations to you, Brooke, on this Mattia Life Award. Kishore Murthy. Kishore is an Indian Prairie scholar who pioneered the TED Ed Club here at Mattia Valley. He is a violinist, Tri-M Music Honors Society member, and a regular member of the Principal Advisory Board. In the community, Kishore has contributed to the Obama Legacy Initiative and has donated his time selflessly to help others. He is a gifted baseball player who believes in putting the team first. He is mature beyond his years. Kishore will be attending Georgetown University in the fall, and so we wish him the best in his future endeavors. Congratulations to you on this Mattia Life Award. Sebastian Segara. Sebastian is a talented senior who is one of the founding leaders of the Citizens of Mattia Club. He has been actively involved in making sure that the student voice is being heard in our school and our community. He has planned meetings with students and the superintendent, as well as organizing a student forum for those candidates running for the Indian Prairie School Board. Sebastian also planned and facilitated a debate between Aurora mayoral candidates. He is a forward thinker who cares about the future of his community. He is growing 50 trees from seedlings right now at his house for planting here on school grounds. Sebastian will be attending the University of Puerto Rico in the fall, and so we wish him the very best moving forward. Congratulations to you, Sebastian, on your Mattia Life Award. One more time for our Mattia Life Award winners. Finally, I'd like to add just a few words as we close this evening. I think we can all agree that this has been an unconventional year during an unprecedented time. Our staff and students were uprooted from our school on March 13, 2020. And frankly, things have not been the same. But there are a few things that have been absolutes at Metea Valley, like the firmament of the earth. One of those things is the Metea Life Statement. Integrity, passion for learning, quality relationships, and equity are still key components of our great school. We have been able to hold on to those ideals even in the face of turbulence and change. Another item that has been an absolute at Metea has been that we truly are better together. We found that out in the remote classroom, and we confirmed it when the doors opened again for in-person learning on January 26th. When Mustangs learn and grow together, there is nothing we can't accomplish. I am extremely proud of our students, proud of our staff, and proud of our school. I wish all of our seniors the very best as they prepare to leave the halls of Metea Valley and venture into the wide world of college and career. Remember, we are better together. And as always, go, go Mustangs. Thank you very much. Good night, everyone.